Hey, what is happening, friends? This is Rowan from Optimized Effects. Welcome to another video on the challenge, the $1,000 challenge. That is, we have got a storm in the background. We are experiencing a bit of rain, which is absolutely freaking awesome because it has not rained in months, absolutely months. So yeah, we just had a heap of rain go over. I've just waited for that to die down. Otherwise, you couldn't have heard me over all the rain. But welcome to another review on how all the robots have gone this last week. Now, in front of us, we have the MyFX book results that you can see for all the robots that I'm running right now in the challenge. Also, I'm sorry, my voice is not that great still. I'm still not very well, but I'll do my best. So, as we can see, we've got Baby Shark that has been running the longest out of the whole challenge. The reason why is because it's starting way back here, and all the next one that starts is FX Stabilizer. So the longest one that has been going is Baby Shark, followed by FX Stabilizer. So that gives you a good indication of probably the two EAs that have been going pretty well. Although FX Stabilizer does not make a heap of money, but that's not a bad thing. It does make money, and I haven't seen it go into that much drawdown at all. Like 7.73% is really, really good. As opposed to like Baby Shark, its drawdown max was 53.53%, but it has made $6,300 since it started at the start of the challenge, which was about 4 months ago, or almost 4 months ago. So, and then we've got all these other robots that we've started during the contest because a lot of them have failed, and a lot of them you know, weren't trading, or they started trading, or they just weren't profitable, or they blew their accounts, or maybe I traded it wrong. But you know, that's how it is. And the main thing that I'm doing here is just seeing how they trade and how they react to the market. Now, this week was a really testing week for any robot that was trading EURUSD, and the reason why is because EURUSD went on a mission to the moon. And it didn't really have many pullbacks at all, and if it did have a pullback, that wasn't sufficient enough for the robot to make money. And most of the robots, most of them on here are martingale style. So if the price goes back to its like hidden stop loss, it'll open another order, or which is called a range, and usually increase a lot size and try and get out of that bad position that it is in. That's essentially the quick rundown of how martingale works. There are systems, martingale systems, and then there's anti-martingale systems, which does the opposite. So if it goes into profit, it'll scale in, which I think is awesome as well. So currently I'm looking into possibly creating my own martingale, anti-martingale system, so if it with a good entry, but coding it has been been really tricky, so it might not be out for a while, even for testing, that is, because I'm still trying to work out how to code it. But let's have a look at what happened this week. So we can see here, I'm sure you've probably had a look at all of these all of these figures that we can see here. So Make Money has come back with a little bit of a profit. Good Arrows lost a bit of money. EURUSD it's still making money. Baby Shark's still making money. Sky Blue's making money, but it did go into a fair bit of drawdown, like 59%. I think I might need to fix it though. Bunny it's made $308 on 1.71% drawdown. I don't know if that's correct. I'll have to have a look into that one. Stabilizer 419 profit. PFX 1,719 profit. Euroscalper, that is not correct. I need to fix that. Island, but I mean fix that. I mean I need to start it after when it was started. Island, that would be correct. I don't know why it's not making money, but and Ranger, that is not correct either. I need to update the dates. So what I might do is fix up those dates now. So just give me a minute. Okay, we are back. So what I just went and did is I added the MyFX Blue publisher to all of the accounts that I have attached. So essentially it's just a robot that publishes, this doesn't yet, but it just publishes a statement to my FX book rather than waiting for it to do it, because sometimes it doesn't do it after a few days or weeks, or just doesn't do it at all. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I just got to wait. I might have to wait a few days until I can fix up the dates on some of these. So Ranger isn't showing correctly. It's saying it's a negative $2,000 because it won't let me start it from the date that I started Ranger on, because it says there's no dates there, but there is. But anyway, I'll iron out those bugs in the next coming days and fix it all up. And the next mission I have was to make all these accounts public as well, so you can all jump in there and have a look yourselves if you want to see some specific things about all of this. But when I'm still doing it, I've done it on one of them just to see how to do it. Essentially, you just got to update the investor password on the account and then attach it to my FX book. But I'm still doing that. I've done it for one of them just to see how it all works, and then I'll go through and do it all. I want to get a bit more time. So anyway, let's have a look at, we've had a look at all of this kind of, but let's have a look at the charts. So we have first Sky Blue. So far it hasn't got any trades open right now, but it did go into a fair bit of drawdown this week, basically on GU and EU, so probably the two worst pairs that you could have been trading this week anyway, because they both went straight up pretty much. So GU was worse than EU. However, they both traded it quite nicely, and on the pullback they made some money. So how much money did they make this week? Let's have a quick look. And this is not Gold Catcher anymore, so I've got to fix all this up. So Sky Blue, I started it from, let's have a look, see, got any trades from like the 15th, 24th today, so maybe it was like the 19th, which was the Monday. So let's have a look at that. Let's go from the 18th. Okay, so between the two of them, so 16th would have been Friday, so it's including a negative $10 on the Friday. But the interesting thing is, like, if a trade's been open for quite a while, it won't show up. So so it's made $88 this week, including a loss of $10 last week between two pairs. And I think the max drawdown so far we've seen with Sky Blue, this version of Sky Blue anyway, was, yeah, it was 59%. So it was up quite high. We had a lot of drawdown with Stabilizer this week on that big move up. So it got up to, yeah, probably negative $600, which is not great. So if you're going to use this, I'd probably just use it on one pair. You know, I'm using it on two pairs, and probably the two worst pairs you could probably pick because they both have, they're both susceptible to the USD being weak or strong. So and the pound was definitely stronger than the USD last week. So anyway, we'll move on to Bunny. Now Bunny's handled this move quite well. We're only down $40, and I just don't know how this is working. It's working quite well. You know, this is the settings. 1.4 is the multi-lots. Take profit of 30, and we've got a step of 15. So, and we're using M5 periods. So every 15 steps it opens an order, and as it comes back down, so it done this move up, and then it actually run out of trades. Because I had max count orders on 10. So when I saw that, I opened it to 20, and it's actually got out of that mess, because the last trade was here. It got out of that mess, and it was about up here somewhere. So it would have been interesting to see how it went if the max of 10 orders was just kept there because it actually probably would have closed. But I opened it to 20 max orders. So I think 20 max orders is pretty good. You wouldn't probably want to go too much. You have 30 probably max, depending on your account equity. You know, if you're only using starting at 0.01 lots with a martingale, and you have quite a big account, like over $1,000, and your multipliers are not too big, and your steps between the orders is not too big and not too small. You know, if you find a nice gap and you're trading a good time frame, you'll make some money. You know, it survived that big move up, and somehow its drawdown, I don't think this is correct, 2.62%. It was definitely bigger than that, but that's what it seems to think of right now. That is pretty insane, but Bunny is making some decent money, and I'm liking it so far, so well, we might go live with that one. We'll see. Stabilizer is probably the most stable robot that I have used on this channel in terms of like drawdown and making money. It has been going really, really well, and the only thing I've done is change it to turbo. Everything else is maybe fixed lot is starting at 0.02, so I'm not sure about that, but yeah, it's made $419 since the start. I think in like 2 months, but like it has been super stable. It's starting on 0.01 lots, and it has buy and sell limits. So it doesn't actually place an order until it gets hit. If it hits it, then it does. If it doesn't, then it doesn't go down. But you can see the distance here between orders is quite a lot. Actually, what's this? It's kind of hard to tell. Is that its take profit? It's in a sell, so yeah, that's its take profit there, and there's a take profit there. So this is the sell limit that it's got activated there, but it hasn't hit it yet. So if it does go up there, it will hit that sell limit, and then it'll keep doing sells until it closes this series, I guess. So, but yeah, quite a good robot. I definitely recommend it. Next we have is FX Pro Island. This week it lost some money. This is not correct. No sleep, because it's got no sleep in there. I think I was just actually seeing when it started, so I started it on the 15th, and for some reason it's not letting me put the 15th in. Let's do the last 3 days. Bingo. Yeah, so down $76 in the last 3 days. What was that on GU? So it's selling GU, and it actually hit. Probably stops on that. Yeah. So I don't know why, but we can have a look here. Yeah, it's trading the M5 period. So there's the sells, and it just moved up, and it come back and sold. It just sold everything at a loss. So don't know why it closed everything at a loss there, because it shouldn't have, but I guess we'll see. Next we have is make money. So it's been up and down this week. Like it's supposed to be trading like it's supposed to be better on a trending market, and it did make a little bit of money when it was trending up, but you know, we're at $1.19 in profit right now off the trades it has open, and it's up to $910. So it hasn't made any money yet, so we'll see how we go with that. My FX book, we have PFX, which is, yeah, it's made some decent money this week. Let's have a look. Now just remember, we are running probably way too many pairs for the account size, so this is probably pretty risky. Let's go back to the 19th. You can see it made $416 this week. But let's have a look at the biggest lot size. Okay, the biggest lot size was 0.32, which is actually nothing really crazy. and it was on Euro AUD. So let's have a look at Euro AUD. Yeah, so we can see big move up there, and it looks like it may have closed out in profits as it's come down. So it has been trading really well. It did go into quite a bit of drawdown this week. Let's have a look. So yeah, 38.57% is the max drawdown that all of this setting has had. So PFX has been going really well, like it's been really profitable, and it hasn't got into a lot of trouble just yet. So we'll see how we go. But so far so good. So maybe maybe start running with like 1 or 2 pairs, and then you know, you can see here we're in a fair bit issue with Euro CHF. Like there's a lot of orders here that are open, and they're all buys, but it seems to be coming back. So the main drawdown is probably looks like Euro CHF, which is what I'm on now. So this is the main drawdown right now, and well, the other ones aren't really too bad at all. So may look at running something like this live. Let's have a look. Times my average lot exponent. Yeah, I've got the lot exponent on 1.2, so that's really good. 1.25 is actually quite a good like multiplier for martingale EAs. Once you start going a bit higher, like 1.3 is okay, but 1.4, 1.5, definitely a lot more. The more the multiplier, the more the risk, but also you need to have the margin there for it to open those bigger lots. But generally the take profit will come up closer because you've got a bigger order open and you can get out of the shit earlier. So that's always good. My FX book. So this is Good Arrow. This is a new one that I started, and so far it has not made it's not made money yet, but it hasn't lost much. It did lose a fair bit of money. Middle of the week it was down about $100, but now it's come back. So we'll see how it goes. Might have to do some more pairs. We'll have a look at that. Aaron's on the 3 pairs starting at 5k has gone really well, and I think this is trading. Yes, so we are trading from 1 to 9, and it has been going really well. Then we have the winner. So because the account's getting larger, it's opening bigger lot size trades at the start. So we're starting at 0.15, and it is just a bit of drawdown in this move up. It was this week I did see it about negative 2.5 grand with that big move up on EURUSD. So if had EURUSD kept on going up, I'm not sure what would have happened. But it definitely wasn't anywhere near running out of margin. You're just in a lot of drawdown, so that was interesting. This is Euro Scalper, so we're running this on M1, just 1 pair, and it actually stops trades on Fridays after a certain period of time. So Friday out, it trades on Friday, but up until like the 20th hour, I think. So that's why it doesn't have any open trades. What did it make this week? That is a good question. So we'll start this from the 19th. We're down $94. I don't know how that works out. Not sure about that. Maybe it did lose $94. 16th of the 10th. Maybe it has lost a bit. There's a big loss there, EURUSD. So I'm not sure why that is. Let's have a look. Here we go. Now I'm led to believe maybe using the hidden take profit is not a good idea. because when it makes money when it doesn't open any martingale style trades, but when it does, it'll use this as a take profit. So this is, I think, originally set at 500. So what I might do is leave it at 500 and see what happens this next week. But everything else I think is the same. This one is Fury. So Fury lost a shitload this week. It's down to 2,765. And considering the way I've seen it, the account go up and down, I'm not surprised. And let's have a look at what trades were bad. Here we go. GU. GU and AU are the ones that lost the money. And USD CHF. So unfortunately with Forex Fury, I've noticed is, sure, you'll get a really good week, and the next week you might have really bad losses. And the reason why is because your wins are only 5 and your losses are 29. The difference between that is just way too big. You'd want to have it the other way around. You want to cut your losers short and have your winners run. And with this EA, it's kind of the opposite. It kind of lets the losers run and takes a small win. So I'm not surprised that this robot is up and down, up and down, up and down at all, because this is how the strategy is. So yeah, don't think I'd use that live. And Ranger did make some money this week, not a whole heap. And we're starting on the 16th. 16th. $19.85. And there is a few lost trades in there, so that's it's good to see. There's no stop loss though, which is interesting. That is all, folks, for this week. I will get into doing some back tests, and I'll do a visual mode back test on some robots and on my other computer. Record that, and I'll just put those videos up. So if you'd like to see a particular EAB back tested, and you'd like to see how it trades with tick data, let me know, and I'll in the comments below, and I'll have a look into getting the test done for you, and put it up on the channel so you can watch it trade if you like. Maybe some cool music in the background, but we'll see. But that is it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed this review. It's been quite a bit of a long video. I've set all of my effects book up, and if you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.